with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll toss it to Fournette. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars! Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch out. Low. 637.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And they're running the jet sweep. This is Jeffrey, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Here we go. Mike
Foles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
Mike's 57's left. Focus, defense, focus.
Here's Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. Fournette running out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now Foles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darrell Worley. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
A gain of 6. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180, 694.
Carr now on 1st down. He gets it to Cooks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58 is the
Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Tahir Whitehead able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Great.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, 7:34. 12 gumbo.
Now a play fake. Carr. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Hey, Delta.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Express.
Now Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. 29. Here we go, G. 44 is the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll set up to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And got his man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alshon Jeffrey, 82 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Foles. And an alley to run. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike's 47.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Don't say nothing.
Express.
Carr now to throw. He's got it to Williams. 11 yards there, first down.
It's a gain of 11.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
47 Mike.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The throw complete here to Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now this throw caught left side, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
1, later 1, 808. Hey, Haywood.
44, Mike, 44.
Express.
Here's Carr to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Kill. Later 9. Hey, Charlie.
58 is Mike.
80 weapon.
Oh, you get a headache.
And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Deuce right, Chief. 637.
58 is the Mike.
That's up.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
It's our time. 57 Mike.
Foles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 43.
1. General West.
Check three. Check.
Great. Here go.
Here's Foles. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lambeau is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, it's Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Slam. Check nine. Wow.
On first down, Richard. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Leon Jacobs brought it down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Jaguars' 40-yard line.
61, matchbox lights. Raider 1. You're mine. Hey, Zoo.
58 to Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
That's another Raiders first down.
180.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
694.
58 to Mike.
Yeah, that's right. White. Smooth.
Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Brings up 3rd down.
Check 31.
Express. Check. White Monday down. Hey, 734.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fournette running right. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Mike, check. Great.
Now Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
They still playing soft. Express. Wrong football. Who's right?
Check 6 guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Triple 54.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Get down.
Carr gives to Richard. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st down, Richard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 29, Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punt.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Markel Lee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Rip left, rip left. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
Easy, kill.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
29. Bravo. Mike, 58, right there. Express.
Throwing again. Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Foxtrot. Check, 47. 3 buzz. Express.
Again, it's Carr. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Again, it's Fournette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to second and
10. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a third and long after that sack. He's back to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Oakland, they're not going to go quite.